Good morning, children. Welcome to our next class. In last class, you learned about the parts of a leaf and what are the different functions, how these parts are helping in a leaf you learned, right? So in today's class, we'll see what actually a plant is doing with the help of leaves we are going to see now. So a plant have roots under the soil, and above the soil it has shoot system, and the stem is main part in the shoot system. Okay, so in leaves they have small tiny openings called stomata. Very small openings are present in the leaf. They are known as stomata. So with the help of stomata, leaves absorb the carbon dioxide from air. Around us air is present, so we are using that air. Even the plants are also using the air, but they take carbon dioxide from the air. So which part of the leaf is helping to absorb the carbon dioxide? The stomata is helping them to absorb the carbon dioxide. What is stomata means? The tiny openings present in leaves known as stomata. And they are also using light from the sun. So that's why the plants can grow only under the sunlight. If sunlight is not available for them, the plants stop growing. So they are absorbing, they are taking light from the sun. They are taking carbon dioxide from the air through their leaves, and they are also taking water and minerals from their roots. In the soil, between the soil particles, the water is present. So between the soil particles, the nutrients or the minerals present. So water and minerals are essential for the growth of any plant. So the plants are absorbing these two with the help of their roots. So after they are absorbing, all the leaves are green in color because of they have a pigment in their leaves known as chlorophyll. Due to the chlorophyll, they are green in color. So with the help of this chlorophyll, by using water, minerals, carbon dioxide and sunlight, they are preparing the food in the form of sugar. So in the form of sugars, they are preparing the food, and along with the food, they are releasing a gas outside known as oxygen gas. So they release the oxygen gas outside, and they are also preparing the food in the form of sugar or the glucose. And excess food, if the plant is having, they'll store this excess food in the form of starch. So in block 3, you are going to test for the starch, whether really starch is present in the leaf or not. You are going to observe by doing the starch test. So children, here you can see leaves take carbon dioxide from the surrounding air through the stomata. So you know the stomata means small tiny openings. So carbon dioxide, water and sunlight are compulsory for preparing food in plants. So this whole process which the plants are utilizing the water, minerals and sunlight, carbon dioxide and a pigment which is helping to do all this process, and finally they are preparing the food. So this process only known as photosynthesis. What we call this process? Photosynthesis process. So which parts are helping to absorb the water? The roots are helping them to absorb the water. Green leaves are trapping the sunlight. Leaves take in carbon dioxide through the stomata, and finally they are releasing oxygen gas outside. Through stomata only they are releasing the oxygen. That oxygen is very essential for us to live on planet Earth. Oxygen and sugar are produced during photosynthesis. Leaves, so finally leaves are making sugars by the process of photosynthesis. Understood, children? So this process known as photosynthesis process. So in page number 4, and some worksheet questions are given, children. Some content book questions are there. 1 to 3 questions are there. So this one, once you see the green substance present in the leaves, what we call the green substance in the leaf? It is chlorophyll. So you circle the chlorophyll. What is needed by leaves to make the food? You know what all the materials they are taking from the sun, through their roots, what they are taking. This all you have to write beside this question. And what type of food does a leaf make? They are making sugars. And so children, what questions are given in 1.2 also we'll see once again. So the food is getting prepared in the leaves. So the leaf is also known as kitchen of the plant. As your mom prepares food in the kitchen, same way the plants are preparing their food in the leaves. So the leaves are known as kitchen of the plant. So based on your understanding, you can complete this 1.2, children. So what is this? What questions are given in 1.2? You see, tick the things required by leaves to make food for the plant. What things they need? Do they need carbon dioxide? Yes, compulsory they need. They are taking from the air. So you tick that. Do they need water? Definitely they need. Do they need oxygen? No, they are releasing the oxygen. So no need to tick near the oxygen. And do they need sugar for preparing food? No need. So there also you no need to tick. And come to the next question, children. Fill the flow chart to show the process by which leaves make food for the plant. For photosynthesis, to explain, a flow chart is given that you can see. The first one is chlorophyll in the green leaves trap the sunlight. So what leaves are trapping? Sunlight they are trapping. And the next one, leaves make food using dash and dash. Leaves are making food by using carbon dioxide and water, and they are also using sunlight and chlorophyll. So these four raw materials compulsory should come. Carbon dioxide, water, sunlight, minerals, and finally chlorophyll. And dash are produced. So after the photosynthesis process, what are produced? Oxygen and sugar. Now the last one, extra food in the plant is stored as starch. Okay children, so can you write all this? Yes, you can, because you are understanding the content. Now if you see, a non-green plant does not have chlorophyll. How does it get food? Non-green plants like croton plants also have the chlorophyll, but the chlorophyll is in hidden form. It is present under their colorful part. Croton plants will be in colorful leaves they'll have. So under that colorful part, the chlorophyll is present. So with the help of that, non-green plants are also preparing food. Non-green plants have the chlorophyll, but in the hidden form they have chlorophyll. So here you can see some keywords, children, like chlorophyll. We'll discuss the keywords later. Today's activity is you just observe the plant and do this tabular column. What has given in this table, you see materials needed by the leaves to make food. what materials they are using to prepare food, you write in this box. Things made by the leaves, what actually after photosynthesis the leaves are making, you need to write here. How does sunlight help? Sunlight help to leaves are trapping the sunlight, and sunlight is splitting the water which the plants are taking, that is getting splitted with the help of sunlight, and finally helping to prepare the food. Okay children, now you go through this video, you will understand more about photosynthesis, how plants are trapping the sunlight.
Green leaves make food for the plant using water, carbon dioxide, and sunlight. Roots absorb water. Carbon dioxide enters the leaf through tiny pores called stomata. Chlorophyll in the green leaves traps sunlight. Food is made in the form of simple sugar and oxygen is released. This process of making food is called photosynthesis.
Understood children? How they are trapping the sunlight, how the stomata structure. Once again you see.
Green leaves make food for the plant using water, carbon dioxide, and sunlight. Roots absorb water. Carbon dioxide enters the leaf through tiny pores called stomata. Chlorophyll in the green leaves traps sunlight. Food is made in the form of simple sugar and oxygen is released. This process of making food is called photosynthesis.
So you understood how the plants are making their food. What's the meaning of photosynthesis you learnt? Right children? Now the activity, you observe the plant and complete this table whichever provided here. Okay, now we will see what all the different words came in this block and their meanings we will see. The first one is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll means the green substance, the green part present in the leaves. Most of the leaves appear green in color because by the presence of chlorophyll. Okay, now when you see the starch, starch means it's a form of sugar and that is stored in the leaves and other plant products, other plant parts. So the starch is the extra food. The food prepared by the plants is stored in the form of starch. Starch is a form of sugar which is stored in the leaves. Okay. Now photosynthesis means the process by which leaves make the food. The process by which the plants are making the food known as photosynthesis. And decaying means uh, the worsening of the condition when it goes wrong, that is called decaying, worst conditions. So understood children? About the photosynthesis, this block explained you, and here this is the activity. You copy this tabular column in your notebook and write what are the materials needed for photosynthesis and what finally prepared by photosynthesis in the leaves. You need to mention how does the sunlight is helping, how does the chlorophyll is helping, all these raw materials, how they are helping in the photosynthesis process. You had to write this tabular column. This is your today's activity children, and you also complete the worksheet which is given here. The worksheet which we already discussed what to be written in the worksheet. So complete this 1.2 worksheet also, and at the same time in content book 3 questions are given in the content book. So please complete even these 3 questions in textbook itself. Beside the question you write, and who are not having, still who did not purchase the books, you can write these answers in your classwork, children. So understood? So finally, once we will recapitulate what we learnt in 1.2. You learnt all about the leaves and why we are calling the leaves are as kitchen of the plant, and how does the plant preparing the food, and what's the meaning of photosynthesis you learnt, and what are the different raw materials needed for photosynthesis you learnt, and activity you have done. Based on the activity, the tableau column about how the materials are helping photosynthesis you can write, and based on your understanding complete 1.2 exercise and content book 3 questions which are given, and you also go through the video and find out how the structure of stomata in the leaves, how they are helping. This all you learned in today's class, children. Go through the video and complete your worksheet and content book questions. Thank you.